Looks like the tripod is got a mind of its own this morning. Okay. All right. So I come across a verse this morning, in Proverbs. It's in chapter 2 and it's verse 6. It says, "For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding." So when I read that verse this morning, it revealed to me that wisdom is actually a gift from God. And the way that he gifts it to us is that he speaks to us. The words from his mouth can give us knowledge of situations, of things, and understanding of the same thing. So, in lieu of that, if you want wisdom, you simply just need to ask for it. Ask God to give you wisdom and understanding for things that you don't quite grasp, or if you just need more clarity, um, or if you got a big decision that you are needing to make and just don't know what to do. I mean, Solomon, when he was a young boy and uh, took over the throne of Israel, he didn't ask God for power or for riches or for fame. He actually questioned the ability of one man to be able to rule over such a numerous nation. And because of that, he asked God for wisdom so that he might rule the people of Israel wisely. And because he asked that prayer and asked that of God, it pleased God, and God made him the wisest man that was ever on this earth, um, apart from Jesus Christ, of course. Um, um, and so he was given the gift to see things for what they were, um, and insights that um, most people couldn't grasp or didn't have. And that was simply because he asked for it. So that's why when I read 2 verse 6 here, it just kind of reminded me that wisdom is a gift from God, that all we need to do is ask for it. Because when we ask for wisdom, God will give us knowledge and understanding of things that we're having trouble with. But we have to ask. If we don't ask for anything, we're not going to get anything. Um, and in asking for wisdom, you know, um, will help you see things through God's eyes and not our own. Because that's what wisdom really is about. It's about being able to see the world or see things through God's perspective, through Christ's perspective, and not our own. Because our own perspective and our own view is flawed. It's flawed, and it's impure because we have a sinful nature. And our sinful nature only wants to see the things that benefits us. The what is it in what's in it for us? What's in it for me mentality? That's part of that sinful nature. And 99.99% of the time, that is not God's um, way of looking at things, of God's perception of things. His is a holy and perfect and righteous perspective, where ours is just plain selfish and depending on the situation could be hateful and malignant. So and with wisdom, when we do ask for wisdom and it's given to us, it not only allows us to accept things that are happening, but we also can start seeing things in the biblical aspects that of how things must come about for God's plan to play out exactly the way that He intends it to. Because it will happen His way, one way or another. Um, we can either ask for wisdom and understanding and knowledge so that we can see the way His way plays out for us, or we can fight Him along the way. And I know for a fact, fighting Him along the way usually doesn't end out really good. Usually ends to frustration, anger, bitterment, resentment. But when you ask for wisdom from God and He gives it to you, um, yeah, not to say that things are still not going to upset you or bother you, but with God's grace, you'll be able to see and understand more why things are happening the way they're happening. So that's about all I got for today. So love you guys, be blessed, and we'll see you tomorrow.